Welcome to the United States of Tiffany. Our commentary offers a humorous take on wrestling. Please note, we're not bullying or attacking the wrestlers. We're engaging with the choreographed sport and its storylines. Our jokes and observations are about the characters and storylines, not the real people behind them. Tourists and citizens alike, welcome. Enjoy the show, and remember, it's all in good fun.
What, talk about the Guardians?
No.
Like, what is the problem? What you mean? What's wrong? Like Shador getting fucking.
My God!
You can't play with us treatment. Now Shador may have a legit shot of possibly being the starter or being the number 2 because Kenny Pickett.
Hold on, Jared.
Right? They legit were going to start Pickett over Flacco.
Oh, he crying. I hope Seth's music do not hit. Please.
Which I thought was a little weird, but they were looking at Pickett to be starter, Joe to be his backup, and then Shador and old boy fight.
Please do not let the music hit.
I personally think at some point they're going to trade Gabriel.
I think it's gonna be Gabriel and Pickett.
I think it's gonna because they want to keep Pickett on the roster. So
I'm saying either or.
Yeah,
it's gonna be one of them.
But I personally think that I think they're gonna trade Gabriel and they're gonna keep Flacco, Pickett, and Shador and let Shador sit. I don't think they're going to rush him in unless
leaking.
Some shit happens where you're forced to put him in because of injuries, or there's a situation where other two guys are the joint. There's nothing we can do we're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, and you just want to get him out there just to see what he can do.
Yeah.
But if it goes according to the plan, Shador's going to sit out. He's not going to play this year, and you're going to let Flacco and Pickett run. One of them two gonna run the team.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more so, but I'm not paying no attention.
Damn, he got blood on his shorts.
Yeah, because of all of the BS that came out about him during the draft, and then he just slipped to the 5th fucking round.
Yeah. I don't.
Just wait.
Yep.
I'm so tired of them playing with us like this. I am so sick of this shit.
Yeah, okay. I still don't like it.
I don't trust him.
I don't trust it neither because Seth is on some bullshit.
I don't trust him at all.
These wee little boots, they shiny on the front. Oh, he said, hold on to it while you can.
You came out there to threaten them.
Yeah.
Damn.
Can't even turn.
Them pants is nice, though. I ain't even gonna lie.
Them boots is nice, too.
He always wear them steel-toe boots. Is your ass finna drop them crutches? Oh, fuck. Drop! tables. He do something.
Damn, he cashing in tonight.
He grabbed the ref. He said, "Get your ass in this
Hit
one.
him with the bell."
Stop him from cashing it in. CM Punk, whoop his ass. Whoop his ass.
He know he finna lose, Jared.
God damn,
He finna lose. He finna curb stop and it's over.
You couldn't let him hold on for one night, sir.
It's over, Jared.
Yeah,
It's
I know
over.
it's over. Damn, double damn it, triple damn it. You know what, Tiffany? Sometimes you and Nicole both get on my nerves. Because both of you have said this shit was gonna happen. And I love y'all to death. I love you because you are my wife, you are my rib, and I love Nicole like a sister I ain't never had. But y'all two ladies be saying shit. And I'll be like, get me wrong this time.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
God damn it.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I just knew
But
it.
how the fuck does that count? Hey, how y'all let him beat him up in Denver in the
Because
bed?
there was no match. The bell hadn't rung. He could do whatever he wants.
Once he had to the briefcase and he cashed in, that's how the cash ins go. Everybody do it. They whoop your ass a little bit, fuck you up a little more.
Should have turned that damn belt into a switch.
He tried.
Something wasn't right. Because why would you have Roman and Jake go first?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, you wildin'. They tripping.
Huh?
And then they lost.
Yeah.
I knew they were losing. I'm like, all right, y'all trying to play us.
Anything to make Punk miserable. Steph told him, as long as I breathe, you will never hold his damn belt.
Oh, he held it.
All of 5 minutes. We got on the Reimagined Force.
That's wild.
CM Punk wrestled his ass off and took 12 years to get that belt back and had it for all of 5 minutes.
I knew it was coming.
I knew it. At the bottom there.
I knew it.
They hand you the belt, nigga. You run.
Roman should have brought his ass down there and stopped that shit from happening.
I need to go down there on the garage and get that piece
This shit is nuts. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it.
Now y'all gonna have to help Paul big ass up. He's walking his ass down. I'm surprised he can cross his legs. His little torso and the head sitting right. This.
Oh shit. Oh. Okay. Well, that'll do it. That'll do it. Oh man. Well, I mean, the show is over. It's 9:25. They've been on since 6 o'clock. So they went 3 hours and 25 minutes. That's not bad for a pretty solid show from start to finish. I mean, that's kind of how the cookie crumbles when you have a Money in the Bank briefcase out there. It's kind of what things happen. So unfortunately, it is what it is. But I believe CM Punk will get his later on the back end. It's coming. Everybody has a receipt. Everybody has a receipt. And CM Punk is going to get his as well. But let's start off with the match. So we got the first match of the night. It was Jey Uso and Roman versus the Bronze. The Bronze lost. Is a pretty high octane match between these four. It was a lot going on, but eventually the Usos, the Usos, the cousins, the bloodline was able to overcome the Bronze, right? And then motherfucking Paul Heyman still walked away with that nigga Spitz Ice. I don't know why, but I would have got my shoes back. Like, you're not gonna keep my shoes, bro. Okay. Second match of the night went to the tag team champion. So Roxanne and of course Raquel was defending the titles. They ended up losing them. They dropped them to Charlotte and Bliss. It was a good match. The crowd wasn't as into it as I feel like they should have been, but it was a good match nonetheless. I enjoyed it a lot. I was glad to see the girls work together. There was one misstep where Bliss was coming in trying to stop, Raquel from setting up a move, and she ended up hitting Charlotte hard. It almost cost them everything, but even when Charlotte could have ended up getting some get back, she chose to not do that and focus on the titles, got rid of Roxanne, and the girls was able to get their win, and now they are the new tag team champions. So we had a good start with that. Afterwards was the match with Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn. Another good match. Karrion did exceptionally well in this match, as did Sami. Sami was able to hit his Blue Thunder Bomb, but everybody kicks out of the Blue Thunder Bomb, except for once. I think Sami's won with that move one time. But they were still trying to get Sami to, roll over to the dark side and to agree that Karrion is right about him being some fake or phony guy. And when he had the opportunity to be Karrion Kross's, proof, he chose not to, and he decided to be Sami, and he did not use the pipe, and he took out Karrion Kross, and then he made sure that Karrion understood that we were done, and Karrion shook his head yes. So the feud between Kross and Zayn is over. Sami Zayn walked away as the man that he is in his truth, and Karrion has to live with the fact that not everybody is easily manipulated. Okay? Moving on to the girls. This is where shit started to break down, bro. Let me tell y'all something. I was dead sick. I was 3-0. Well, I was 3-3. You know what I'm saying? I was waiting on the other 3 to come up. I was right there on the cusp of it. I said, okay, we hitting this stride. We about to win. Baby. This match pissed me off. It wasn't the greatest match. It was quite short. Out of all the matches, this one I remember to be the shortest. Jay was giving her the blues. I'm not going to lie. And Tiffany was giving it back as hard as she could take it. My problem is Tiffany, when it came time to the roll-up pin, Jay had to readjust to give her her foot on the ropes so the match will go the way it was supposed to go. Because Tiffany is not tall enough or wasn't in the right position to get to the bottom rope. So Jay had to roll her up and overcompensate so that her foot would hit that bottom rope. I don't agree with the finish of this match. Honestly, I feel like Tiffany has run her course as champion, if we being honest. And I don't really care to see Tiffany Stratton as champion anymore. I know a lot of people like Tiffany Stratton, and that's cool. I'm not shitting on it. Like who you like, support who you support. Me personally, I want to see some new blood. As long as Tiffany is champion, there's a limited amount of people that are going to be able to go up against her. Bianca is still out for the foreseeable future, at least for what we know. And right now, they haven't built up anybody else to go up against Tiffany. Now, can Piper or Alba compete against Tiffany Stratton? Absolutely. Can Chelsea be one of her next opponents? Absolutely. That's not the problem. The problem I have is that you have prime real estate in Jade Cargill. You built her up all the way to get this Queen of the Ring moniker, only for her to get to the dance and then to lose. And I'm not saying I'm not saying that everybody who wins King and Queen of the Ring is supposed to win the championship. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that with WWE and the way that they roll, a lot of times they're looking at like, okay, the crowd is not as behind Tiffany as most people think. And it's a very mid response when she comes out. They're either very mid dry where you get an equal, hey, it's Tiffy time, or it'll be like a really loud pop in the beginning and then there's nothing afterwards. So a lot of the stuff that you would think in terms of her being a really big attraction as champion is not the same. Like Naomi is a bigger draw than Tiffany is. So is Rhea, so is Stephanie, and so is Io Sky. All of these women are bigger draws than she is. Jade Cargill is a bigger draw than Tiffany Stratton. You got so much potential. And with Jade Cargill as champion, you got to refresh her in the opponents that she can have. You can run back to Nia Jax and have Nia and Jade in a program for a little while. You could have Nia going up against Piper. Make that a true feud. Have her going up against Chelsea, Alba Fire. These women that are already there that could potentially give you some really good matchups and some good feuds. You're overlooking them. And right now, I don't want to see Tiffany Stratton going up against Jade. I mean, going up against Piper and them. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Is you going downstairs? I don't want to see that. And I just need them. Like Don, that's kind of my sentiments of it. And I'm sad because I wanted the girls to really, really have a good match. But I guess because it wasn't because the person I wanted to win didn't win. It just was such a shitty way they set it up. It was just like, oh God, like damn, y'all couldn't just let this shit ride out. Like, I know they're probably gonna double back to them and have them fight again at Clash at the Castle. I mean, Clash in Paris. But I just feel like you could have just got this shit done from the beginning and let it be what it was. But Tiffany Stratton retained. Kudos. Good for you, I guess. I don't think they phoned it in for the finish. I don't think that's the right wording. I think that the finish was just shitty. It just was a shitty finish to the match. I don't think it was phoned in. I don't think anybody was lazy. Both women equally put in work in this match. And like I said, when it came to the end, Tiffany wasn't in the right position to get to her foot to the rope. So Jade had to overcompensate to put her foot on the rope. That's not my issue. Jade was doing her job. So to say they phoned it in is not giving them their credit. It's not about the match. It's just that I'm over Tiffany Stratton as champion. And I feel like when it's time to pivot, WWE doesn't pivot when they need to. You're gonna shut down on me, child. Y'all gonna be listening to silence. Anyway. So let's get to the last tag match. It was Jelly Roll, Randy Orton, Logan Paul, and Drew McIntyre. As much shit as everybody was trying to give Jelly Roll, a lot of y'all was being real disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie. Podcast bros, they like, what can Jelly Roll do? Like Logan Paul and Bad Bunny that made it really difficult for celebrities to come in here. Jelly Roll ain't gonna be able to do nothing. And to be honest, Jelly Roll took a lot of bumps. Jelly Roll was taking a lot of punishment, and he took a lot of bumps in this match. A massive bump from Logan Paul when he jumped off that damn ring post onto Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll ate that shit and got up, got back on the apron, and got back in the ring and was fighting again. So to say that because Jelly Roll can't have the same athleticism as Logan Paul or the same athleticism and prowess as Bad Bunny, and he somehow is going to stink up the joint, y'all were wrong. Y'all were wrong, and y'all owe Jelly Roll an apology because he did not do bad. He took all of them bumps. He laid how he was supposed to. When he wasn't in position, he moved to make sure he was in position correctly. He did everything that he was supposed to do. If he was a WWE superstar, nobody would be batting an eye or saying a word. So he did absolutely fine. If not fine, he did very, very well. He covered and protected Logan, caught him when he was supposed to. He ate like 2 claymores from fucking Drew. Like, he was genuinely working and doing his job better than some of the wrestlers who be coming in there getting their asses whooped every week. I'm just saying. He came in there and did what he was supposed to do. The match didn't go his way, but I figured it wouldn't. I knew Logan Paul was going to win because last year he lost in his hometown at SummerSlam. And if I recall, he was champion last year. He was United States champion and he lost. So I knew that he was going to win with Drew McIntyre. I knew he was. I wasn't surprised. So now we get to the finish. Y'all, listen. WWE be getting on my nerves. And the biggest problem I have with them is they always be trying to make shit. They always got to sensationalize shit. They always got to make shit so fucking extra. Okay? Now, I do believe that Seth Rollins was injured. I don't think that was fake. I do think that he really was injured. But I think the time off that he had, he was able to rehab it enough to where it wasn't severely bad. I really think that it was just a really bad tweak. And he was able to stay off it for a little while. They didn't want him to put no weight on it because they thought that it would exacerbate the injury. So he had crutches. And what WWE did is once they said, okay, your rehab is done, you're good. Let's use this as a work. Okay. So they used it as a work and it worked because all of us was suckered into this. But this match was fucking gnarly. Okay, Gunther is probably one of the hardest wrestlers to compete against in the WWE or just in wrestling in general. He is so resilient and so incredibly powerful with his hits that he just has this resilience in him that makes it very, very difficult to compete against him. If you are an OG wrestler and you used to watch wrestling back in the 2000s, then you'll know of Fit Finlay. And when Finlay used to wrestle, he was somebody who wrestled hard style, but he wrestled like Gunther. He was very much a hard hitter. He was hard to keep down. He was difficult. The best way to describe him was he was difficult. He just had a tenacity that kept him from being down. Like he always got back up. Finishers, signatures. He was always getting up. He was always finding a way to be able to continue to compete. And when you are like gassed and tired, he would be right there. Second win. Boom, boom, boom. No breaks. No nothing. Gunther operates under that same guise, and he worked the shit out of CM Punk today. CM Punk was gassed, tired, okay? And it wasn't until Gunther busted his shit open that things really started to break down. CM Punk finally gets the win, finally gets Gunther down. He gets maybe a moment to hold his title and enjoy the moment of being a champion. And Seth comes in and takes it from him. It's a very poetic statement because Seth made it very clear that before he would never get the championship or at least be able to keep it as long as Seth got breath in his body. Now, the problem is Seth has now taken something from this man. And if you know anything about CM Punk and anything that he and what he's capable of, then you have to understand that Seth no longer has a target, but he is in danger. He is in danger having this belt after CM Punk did all of this to get to the dance and he finally claims it. And Seth, in his pettiness, has decided that I don't think you deserve to be champion. And he takes it from him. Life is about to get really, really strange in the E because Seth Rollins as a heel is champion, and nobody is safe. He's got two behemoths on his side running around, running amok, and I'm pretty sure. I'm like 1,000% sure that they're probably gonna be the next ones to be tag team champion on Raw. I'm like, I can smell it. I could smell it. Okay. So, overall, I would say I liked SummerSlam. I would give it a B-. I think at a B-, if there was room for improvement, every match was pretty solid. I just wanted Tiffany and Jay's to be, I just wanted more from them. And their match was the shortest of all of them, if I'm being fair. Aside from Sammy and Karrion's, which I didn't need their match to be super long, but their match was the shortest. So I wasn't necessarily mad about the shortness of the match. I just wanted more from it. I expected more from it, and I wanted them to be able to do more, and they just couldn't, unfortunately. That's it. That's all. First night is in the bank, ladies and gentlemen. We are done. Now, tomorrow, we got 6 more matches we got to deal with tomorrow. The show starts at 6. I thought it started at 5, but it starts at 6, y'all. And I just want to say Jelly Roll did a really good job. I know a lot of people, don't really care for celebrities. He did a really good job. Cardi B was there. She might not be there tomorrow, but she was there today in her haute couture, honey. She had to come out there in her haute couture, but she was there. She did host and she did her job. She opened the show up to SummerSlam, and she looked like she was having a really good time, which I'm glad. So Cardi B was there and everything was cool. Everything was solid. You feel me? But I am curious about tomorrow. So we got 2 nights. This is the first night. It's in the bag. We got done at 9:25. That is fairly early for a SummerSlam. You feel me? Which I like. That means we still have a little bit of time in the night to rest, recalibrate, get ourselves together, and then come back to the dance. You feel me? It's going to be a good time. I can feel it. You know what I'm saying? I can feel it. Now, tomorrow is going to be a TLC tag team match. This match is an anniversary match. I think this was the anniversary to the first TLC match that they had at SummerSlam, and I did not know that, but that's what this match is commemorating. It is going to be 6 tag teams competing. The tag team titles will be held above the ring, and they will be competing in a TLC match. It's going to be full on chaos. You got DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Wyatt Six. You've got Ray and Andrade. You've got Fraxium, and you got the Street Profits. 6 of the best tag teams in the division, all competing to be SmackDown Tag Team Champions. We're going to see who's going to win, but I have a feeling the Wyatt Six are going to retain the titles. Lyra is facing off against Becky Lynch. I wouldn't mind Lyra Valkyria winning, but I have a sneaking suspicion that Becky is probably going to retain this title. A lot of people think that Lyra is going to win, but either way, if Lyra loses, it's a definitive end to her and Becky's feud, which I wouldn't be mad about. But I am upset that Bayley isn't there, but keep an eye out because Bayley might pop her head up and cost Lyra this match because Lyra cost Bayley hers. And if you ask me, turnabout is fair play. So then we have another singles title match here. We've got AJ Styles facing off against Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. I do not think AJ Styles is going to win the title. I think Dom is going to retain. Everybody else that I've talked to and we've had these conversations all believe that AJ Styles is going to win. I think it's going to retain. Now, I went 5-1 for SummerSlam Night 1. The only one that I got wrong was Jade Cargill and Tiffany's match. All the other matches I got to the T. The only one I didn't get like 1,000% correct was CM Punk's match because I didn't think that they would fake an injury to make this dramatic shit. I didn't think they would do that. So It ain't no shame in my game. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I just didn't think they would do that. But I had a sneaking suspicion that he would pop up. I just let that thing open in. But you know, I think Dominic Mysterio is going to retain his title. Solo and Jacob are going to be in a steel cage match. And I think that Jacob is going to lose. I think that Solo is going to retain. Now, the only way that Solo wouldn't retain is if Tama Tonga shows back up and provides some aid to y'all. Finna go? Okay, bye. And provide some aid to Jacob, which is possible. But I don't know. I still think that Jacob's going to lose. Somehow Solo's going to weasel his way out of this cage and he's going to win and retain the championship. And then we heading into the bigger titles. Okay, you've got Naomi in a triple threat, and the odds are not in her favor. She has, just like all the other three in this match, you got a, what is it? What do they call it? Let me see. It's a 33.3% chance. 100 divided by 3. Yeah, 33.3% chance of winning this match. The odds are not in your favor, dear. And both of them hate you. So, because both of them hate you, they got a greater chance of beating you down and actually winning on one of their sides. But I think that Naomi's going to retain. I do not think that she's going to lose her championship. I think she's going to retain that title, and Io and Rhea can have their one-off non-title match, so Rhea can prove that she can beat Io Sky. Then she can go after Naomi for the title at either Royal Rumble or at WrestleMania. But Naomi should not lose that championship heading out of SummerSlam. She should keep it. At least that's what I think. But you know, WWE and Triple H don't never listen to us, child. Anyway, it's the final match of the night is going to be Cody Rhodes versus John Cena, the John Cena, in a street fight. Now, I'm going to tell y'all right now, some nefarious bullshit is about to happen in this match. I don't know why, but Friday, that man came across, I don't know why he all of a sudden got an awakening, because he got beat down last week when he been getting his ass laid out by almost every single opponent he's gone up against, including Cody. So I don't like this whole, I done turned over a new leaf. You done gave me my life back. Thank you so much. I love you, Cody. You're here with me and we're here together and I love you and you love me. No, I don't want to hear that Barney bullshit. Okay? I don't, because this don't sound right. It don't look right. It stank. Okay? I don't like it. So I'm going to leave it right there, but I'm just saying John Cena's walking out of SummerSlam with that damn championship. Now, whether he do it clean or nasty, it's totally up to him, but he walking out of that match with that damn championship. Now, we ain't seen The Rock. We ain't seen The Rock since he gave John Cena the go-ahead to take the man out. We ain't seen him. Now, a lot of people think that Cody gonna turn on John Cena. If Cody decides to turn, right, it would be piss poor timing, in my opinion. But do whatever makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know that they like to have moments. You know, they like to have viral moments. Seth's moment is going to be very huge for WWE on social media. But to me, the best thing to do is to have John Cena pass the torch to Cody. Let Cody go to Mania as champ. He face off against somebody else, possibly retain it. He may lose it. If he does lose it, that'll be about 3 or 4. We'll be about, so from December, January, February, March, April, we're about 4 months in. That's enough time for him to abandon the proverbial torch that was given to him as a superhero, right? I don't think Cody has to remain a face. He can go into his Homelander phase after WrestleMania. I feel like going into Money in the Bank, he should be a heel. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with that. That'll be about 5 to 6 months out from December, which I don't have an issue with. But just like immediately him going into a heel turn in December, right after John Cena, his last match with John, well, he's probably going to be the last one John Cena face off against. Because like I said, The torch got to be passed. It needs to be passed and it needs to be done, right? But he doesn't have to take the mantle and do it the same way John Cena did. He doesn't have to be a face character for 25 years. Like, I wouldn't do that. Because that can be exhausting. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that he should immediately turn into Homelander because of that. Like, as he got to have some tenacity. He got to have some resilience. You know what I'm saying? I do think, though, it should be that he comes across Carrion at some point and Carrion plants the bug and then he becomes Homelander. That way there's some credibility to Carrion that gives Carrion the credibility he needs, and it also gives Cody the go ahead to be free. You know what I'm saying? Right? It's not cute. It's not cute what John Cena. I don't like it. It's stank. Octavius, your mother's calling you. Your mother's calling you, dear. All right, y'all. Okay. All right, y'all. So look, I will be back tomorrow to talk about SummerSlam in its entirety, but I said it gets a B- for me. I think they did pretty well. It wasn't a spectacular, amazing, off the cuff, crazy show, but they had some good moments in there. They're gonna get some good viral takes in there, and of course, the ending obviously was the major component to SummerSlam. It was a solid show for me. I give it a B-. If I had to give it a number, I give it a 7.95. I think it was there. It was good. It was entertaining. It kept my focus, so it can get close to an 8. It's almost an 8. It would have been a 9 if Jay had a 1, in my opinion, but I give it a 7.95. If I had to give it a numerical number, B- if I'm on the grading scale. Okay, but y'all let me know in the comment sections if you're listening to this in the playback what you thought of SummerSlam. Give me all your thoughts in the comments. I do look at every single comment that I get, which is a rarity when I get a comment. So make sure you comment, rate, and subscribe, honey. Okay, make sure you do all of that. Like it, subscribe, share it, do everything. Okay, and I will see you guys tomorrow after SummerSlam night 2. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more wrestling content. Check out our merch and consider becoming a member for exclusive perks, special emojis, and members-only content.